I'm looking at this game with the Clippers and it's like against the Utah Jazz. And when I think about what I just saw, the Clippers gave up 17 offensive rebounds. They only had 6. They gave up 33 second chance points to the Utah Jazz. That's inexcusable. Shout out Paul George. He had a big game. Been playing good this season so far. So is Kawhi. Their duo's been pretty solid for the most part. But they have to have more balance, I guess. They have to have more balance just overall as a team. I don't know what it is. This is one of those games where I feel like it was a trap game to a degree. Not really a trap game, but you can look at it that way. I knew it would be tough, but you can't give up 33 second chance points to the Utah Jazz. The last shot, Kawhi really wasn't in a good rhythm. When Westbrook took that 3, Kawhi is on one knee looking like, damn, why the hell did he take that, or why the hell is this happening? And then it just was it was just a bad situation all the way around. I didn't like what I saw overall as a team. They're giving up way too many points. And like I said, to me, they should be 2-0. And that's the thing with the Clippers. They look like they could be this team that could really go out there and be a juggernaut, but you're not a juggernaut if you can't beat the teams you're supposed to beat. In a team like Utah, shout out Lauri Markkanen too, for doing what he did. He had like 35 points. Even shout out to Kawhi also, 25 plus points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, hooping himself. But it doesn't matter. Because it's an L coming with it. It doesn't matter who took the last shot. It doesn't matter any of that. It's an L that comes along with this. Paul George had a great night, but it got ruined by them not getting a victory. And I just feel like, these are inexcusable losses that the Clippers can't afford, because when you're trying to be the best team you could be, when you're trying to push as much as you can, you got to, you got to beat the team you're supposed to beat. And I feel like the Clippers should have found a way to win this one. They didn't. It's embarrassing, and it's not a good sign for things to come, because the schedule only gets tougher. You got Utah coming up, I believe Sunday, and it should be a victory for the Clippers. But it's no guarantee, because who knows, Victor might go off and have a big game himself. First big game in the NBA. Why not against the Clippers? Because the Clippers defense is giving you anything you want. If they're giving up 33 second chance points to the Utah Jazz, I can only imagine what they're going to give up to teams that are a lot better, that have a lot more players, a lot more talent, and teams that play with a lot more continuity. And like I said, Lauri Markkanen is an all-star, maybe at best. But imagine if that was like Denver, or imagine if that was a team like the Celtics or something like that. It wouldn't even been close. If you're giving up that type of points to him, Lauri Markkanen, even though Lauri Markkanen is good, Jason Tatum, somebody like him, would have had about 50 that game, and it wouldn't even been close enough to even put the game in contention. So the Clippers got to do better. And I understand that they're trying to make adjustments and trying to piece things together and everything like that. But hopefully everything works out, because I'm not sure, if these three, the Russell Westbrook, Kawhi, and PG, if it continues to be like this, I'm not sure if they fit together. If it's going to continue to be like this, they're going to have to find a way to, get the best out of all 3 players. And it might not be a situation where all 3 players need to be on the floor at once. It could be something where maybe Russ needs to come off the bench with the second unit. I don't know what it is, but you got to find ways to be a lot better. You got to find ways to win games like these, because you have more talent. You're the more talented team. You got more of the household names. You got more stars on your side of the ball, and you're finding yourself in a situation like this where you should definitely come out on top. I expect the Clippers to win by 8 to 10 points this game, to be honest with you, but it didn't work out that way. But it's kind of shocking if you ask me. But of course, it's game 2 of the season. No need to really panic or anything like that. But it's just, losses like these, when you look back in the season, when you get further down the season, when you look at the seeding, where you want to be the first, second seed, or the best seed you can be, you look at losses like this, you be like, that was one we could have had, or one we should have won, where it could have made the difference of us getting the number 1 seed, 5 seed, or whatever it is to enter the playoffs. And these are the type of losses that come back to haunt teams sometimes, because like I said, when you're a good team, team, or when you're looked at as a good team, especially a contender to win a championship, you have to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. And this is a team I think the Clippers are supposed to beat. Paul George had a great night. Dropped 36 points. Kawhi had 25 and 9 rebounds. Russell Westbrook, playing hard and stuff like that as usual. And, I don't know. And like Norman Powell had 20 points off the bench. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with all that firepower that you have, you got to show some resistance as well. You got to play better defense. You got to box out better. You got to get more rebounds. And like I said, you got 2 wing players that really is unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? And they're unstoppable both ends of the floor. So it's no need for a loss like this. You got to find a way to win it. But I mean, it's oh well at this point. You got to move on to the next, and just hope that you get better results next time. But hey, leave any comments, and hey, we'll talk about it.